Have you ever remembered something so clearly, only to discover that it never actually happened the way you thought? Or maybe you share a vivid memory with thousands, sometimes millions of people, but history somehow disagrees with all of you. If that sounds familiar, then you've experienced something truly bizarre, the Mandela Effect. But what if I told you that this strange phenomenon might be evidence that we reliving in alternate realities, or even inside a simulation? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will completely change how you see the world around you. Let's start with where it all began. The term Mandela Effect was first coined in 2009 by paranormal researcher Fiona Broome. It all started when she discovered that countless people, including herself, distinctly remembered Nelson Mandela dying in a South African prison during the 1980s. They recalled news coverage, televised funerals, and public mourning, except none of it ever happened. Nelson Mandela was released from prison in 1990 and went on to become the president of South Africa. He passed away, but only in 2013. How could so many people misremember the same event so vividly and so specifically? It didn't stop there. Soon, the internet exploded with examples of similar, shared false memories. Let me give you a few that might just blow your mind. Do you remember the famous children's book series, The Berenstein Bears? Well, it's not Berenstein, it never was. It's actually the Berenstein Bears with an A. Millions of people swear they grew up reading Berenstein, but every physical copy today says Berenstein. How about the Monopoly Man? You probably picture him with a top hat, a cane, and a monocle, right? But guess what? He never had a monocle, not once. Check the game box, and you'll find his face completely monocle-free. Or the famous line from Snow White. We all remember the evil queen saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," right? Wrong. The line has always been, "Magic mirror on the wall." And then there's the logo for Fruit of the Loom. Many swear it had a cornucopia behind the fruits. But check any product, any image, there is no cornucopia. There never was. This phenomenon gets even stranger when it involves geography. Some people remember New Zealand being northeast of Australia. Others remember it being southeast. The maps today only show one version, but which one is right? So, what is causing this? Psychologists explain the Mandela Effect as a form of false memory, where our brains reconstruct memories incorrectly. Human memory isn't like a video recording. It's malleable, prone to errors, and influenced by suggestion, media, and cultural reinforcement. But not everyone is convinced that this is just a glitch in our own minds. Some theorists suggest the Mandela Effect could be evidence of parallel universes bleeding into each other. Imagine an infinite number of realities, each slightly different from the next. In one, Nelson Mandela died in prison. In another, he lived. In one universe, it's Berenstein. In another, it's Berenstein. And somehow, our consciousness is jumping between them. It sounds like science fiction, but parallel universe theory is a real concept in physics. The many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics suggests that every decision, every event, creates branching realities, an infinite web of universes, all existing simultaneously. Could it be that the barriers between these worlds are weaker than we think? Then there's the simulation theory. Some believe we are living inside a massive computer simulation designed by an advanced civilization, perhaps even future humans. Glitches in the matrix could explain why large groups remember events differently from the current official timeline. Think about it. If reality is code, then errors in the system might cause historical data to shift. One version of a logo gets overwritten by another. A phrase in a movie script gets changed in the database. Even personal memories get scrambled. And here's where things get really creepy. In 2019, a Reddit user posted a photo of an old VHS tape from their childhood. The tape clearly showed the label, The Berenstein Bears. But when other users examined the photo closely, strange pixelation and distortions appeared, as if the image itself was resisting verification. Some claim the photo was doctored. Others swear it's evidence of a shifted reality. People have reported finding old memorabilia with the wrong versions of names or logos, items that seem to have survived a reality shift. Yet these objects often mysteriously disappear, get damaged, or cannot be verified later. Are these artifacts glitches left behind from alternate timelines? Skeptics argue that this is simply the brain's pattern recognition at work, misremembering, blending similar words, or being influenced by how things should look or sound. But even the skeptics can't explain why millions of people share the exact same false memories across different countries, cultures, and generations. The rabbit hole goes deeper. Some researchers have connected the Mandela effect to experiments in quantum computing, specifically the work done at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. When CERN activated the Large Hadron Collider in 2008 and 2012, some believe it may have inadvertently caused small shifts in reality, collapsing or altering timelines. Of course, mainstream science denies this, but the coincidences are unsettling. Ask yourself this: how many times have you experienced something that just didn't match with your memory of it? A word, a logo, a historical fact. You swear it was different, and yet the world insists you're wrong. Are you really misremembering? Or did reality itself change? Let me give you one final mind-bending example. Remember the famous portrait of Henry VIII holding a turkey leg? Many people do. They swear they've seen it. Descriptions appear in pop culture, cartoons, and references for decades. Yet, the painting doesn't exist. Not anywhere. No museum, no archive. Historians say it never existed. So where did the memory come from? Are our memories nothing more than fragile reconstructions, easily altered? Or are they echoes of different versions of reality that we somehow still carry within us? If the Mandela effect is real, if it is more than just bad memory, then what does that mean for everything else we think we know? History, science, even our own identities, could they be far less stable than we believe? And if reality can shift once, who's to say it won't shift again tomorrow? One day you might wake up and discover that something else has changed. A movie quote, a historical event, or perhaps something even bigger. Are we truly living in alternate realities, or are we just trapped inside the limits of our own flawed minds? Or is it something far more mysterious than we can even imagine? The truth is, we may never know. But here's the real question. If our memories can't be trusted, what else about our reality is false? Could we be living inside a simulation? Are parallel universes bleeding into each other? Or is there something far bigger happening behind the scenes that we're not meant to understand? One thing is certain, after learning about the Mandela effect, you'll never look at reality the same way again. And now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced the Mandela effect yourself? Have you ever been 100% sure of something, only to find out it never happened? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive even deeper into the most mind-blowing mysteries, strange phenomena, and hidden truths about our universe, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. Trust me, the next video will change everything you thought you knew about reality. This is Infinite Curiosities, and I'll see you on the other side.